with other generic other companies and branded drug. These are the example of the biosimilar drugs. Case study. National Health Service conducted study on the biosimilar for the cost saving achievement by the using biosimilar medicine. First, in our in our internal set, they switch from originator Enbrel to biosimilar Benepril. They start this from June 2017 and have 185 patients eligible to switch from biologic to the biosimilar. Uh, Out of those, 157 patients are accept to switch. Overall, they manage 84% patient to switch from biologics to the that of biosimilar. The result is that cost saving associated with that from switching of patient from around they save 4 lakh pound. Other than they get new patient for etanercept biosimilar that save extra 1 lakh pound. The conclusion: the lower price of biosimilar and generic makes them used as an alternative to the biologic and branded drugs. Generic and biosimilar help to improve the healthcare by reducing the pharmaceutical expenses. More innovative drugs and biologics are going off patent to more attention have to give regulate generic and biosimilar drugs. So economically poor patients have option to choose cheaper copy version drugs. Reducing cost of drug is now global priority rather than the developing only in developing countries. Thank you.
Yes, Rachna. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think you all selected very good topic. I should appreciate for that. Okay, this is very important topic. Need of our, I could say. Maybe you can see the future of pharma industry would be biosimilar. Maybe next 5 years down the line, you could see this. Okay, regarding your presentation, you are presented very well. Only confident was not there that much. I think you were, somewhere. You have to speak loudly and confidently actually, but somewhere it is missing. Huh? Why? Why? Can you just tell me?
Sir, I get.
Your content you are taken very nicely. All contents it's really good.
Sir, I get afraid.
Afraid? Okay, okay. No, at least you learn this confidence from this this particular session. And the can you show the references slides? Let me see the pattern first. Okay. Yes, DOI number and all this. Okay. So in somewhere you are not mentioned DOI number. Like second reference, I could not see here. Did not see here any kind of DOI number.
Sir, I didn't get DOI for
okay.
that.
Okay, okay. Because no, your mention reference as per the style, not 18. Yeah, there are some questions from my side. So what do you mean by biobetters? You talked about biosimilars. Have you heard about biobetters?
No, sir.
No. Okay, okay. This is also very important. Now people are talking on biobetters rather than biosimilar. Okay. So you have to find out difference between both also. What is biobetters and biosimilar? Biosimilar, you are quite aware now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. In which particular, as per FDA guidelines, which particular book this particular biosimilar is coming? Like we all know, in case of generic product, we always refer the orange book as per the FDA guidelines and all. Okay. What about
sir, purple book?
Purple book. Great, great. You are aware about that. Great. Okay, okay. So next questions. What are the challenges of this development of biosimilar that you learn? What are the main challenges for developing this biosimilar?
Sir, the biosimilar requires different procedure for the develop the drug.
Okay.
It is not a simple. It requires clinical trials,
Okay.
and that require cost. Therefore, the cost of the biosimilar is less i- than the reference
That
only.
the innovator product.
That only
Right.
50% get less.
Okay. Do you know the first biosimilar product into market? What is the name?
Uh,
The first in the world. I'm talking in the world. The first biosimilar. In which year it was brought?
I think so 2015.
Great. Okay. Great. Year is correct. Okay.
The
What is the product name?
Filalgris.
Yeah. That's somatotropin. I think the drug name is somatotropin. Na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good. This is. Do you know the case study? How they are developed? Do you know any kind of information? How brought this molecule into market and how?
No, no, sir.
Okay. You go through that case study also. You learn many things. Okay. You learn many things from that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I think last question I'm talking from my side regarding, okay, you talked about that. Okay, no problem. I'll ask other faculty to ask. Okay, then I'll come. Yes.
Okay, sir.
I think Amol sir is there. Amol sir, you can you ask?
Yeah, thank you for this nice presentation. Even some question asked by Satish sir were also tricky question, but you answered well.
Thank you, sir.
ते तुझ्या प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये नव्हते ते सुद्धा तू सांगितले, म्हणजे तुझा बॅकग्राऊंड तू व्यवस्थित तू स्टडी केलं होतं.
Yes.
जे त्यांनी विचारलं बायोसिमिलर्स, पहिलं बायोसिमिलर्स केव्हा आला आणि तू इयर सुद्धा सांगितलं. इन द बिगिनिंग यू सेड यू वर अफ्रेड ऑफ. तुझं सेमिनार झाल्यानंतर तुला असं वाटतं का काहीतरी भीती वाटण्यासारखं होतं म्हणून या सेमिनार मध्ये?
नाही, सर.
All the faculty members are really good. They are also supporting. So I request all the remaining students, don't afraid of anything, especially about us. We as a teacher are going to scold you, are going to, take left and right. No. Our intention is, तुम्ही जो काही बनवलेलं आहे त्याच्याबद्दल तुम्हाला माहित असायला पाहिजे आणि ते ट्रान्सपरंट असायला पाहिजे. राईट? ह्या स्लाइडला बेटा तू जस्टिफाय का नाही केलं? या स्लाइडला जस्टिफाय केलेलं आहे का?
Alignment is not there.
बघा, एवढं चांगलं प्रेझेंटेशन दिलं आणि ह्या छोट्याशा गोष्टीकडे सुद्धा पुढच्या वेळेस व्यवस्थित लक्ष द्यायचं.
ओके.
Simple, you have to select all and just control J. It will just do it. Select all and control J.
सगळं केलेलं आहे, तिने फक्त ही स्लाइड ती राहिली आहे.
नाही केली तेच.
We as a evaluator, our responsibility is to check a loopholes in your presentation.
Yes.
ते तुझ्या लक्षात आलंय का? आम्ही बसलेल्या सगळ्यांचं तेच काम आहे की याच्यात काय चुका आहेत किंवा कुठे म्हणजे तू व्यवस्थित केलं नाही हे तुला आम्हाला सांगून की 100% कडे जायचं आता आपल्याला आहे.
नेक्स्ट टाइम वी कॅन इम्प्रूव्ह दिस.
मला 2 एक्झाम्पल जेनेरिक प्रॉडक्टचे आणि 2 बायोसिमिलरचे सांगू शकते मार्केटेड?
सर, generic is for paracetamol.
नाव सांग. अच्छा, पॅरासिटामॉल
and diclofenac.
ओके. आणि बायोसिमिलरचे 2 एक्झाम्पल सांग.
That etanercept.
Okay, etanercept.
I don't.
ओके, नो प्रॉब्लेम. खूप छान तयारी केली आहेस तू, चांगलं प्रेझेंटेशन दिलं. मनातली भीती पुढच्या वेळेस ठेवू नको आणि याच्यापेक्षा चांगलं प्रेझेंटेशन दे. थँक्यू सो मच. थँक्यू.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, is there any faculty students can ask the questions, please? Session is open for question answer, please.
Okay, yes, Ratna, good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Just you give the PPT numbers. I think that point is missing. Give the PPT numbers.
PPT number is not given. Okay.
And
Okay.
further, no, that is the option, insert number like that. You do
Yeah.
It's not immediately required. And further, yes, good presentation. Further, you can enhance the quality of the presentations by having a comparison among biosimilars from US and EU. There is some guideline difference, so
Yes.
that you can dig out. So there's additionally you can say, as same way you can have a generic EU, generic US FDA. So what is the, you can say, submission procedure difference like that? Minor point that you can collect it, so that you will be having further enhanced regulatory understanding of these processes.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, it's a good. Best luck to you. Congratulations and best luck.
Thank you, sir.
The next presentations.
Yeah, yeah, you can further move on the specialized. We can focus on particular points, okay, rather than going with all flow. Always you have to make the topic narrow rather than going with broad topic. If you take a broad topic, then probably you'll get a lot of hurdles. Which topic, which content you have to cover, then because we have restriction of 20 minutes, na? You have to keep.
Yes,
You have to just finish the seminar within 20 minutes.
Yes.
Always you have to make topic very narrow rather than going with broad perspective. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I think it's a good topic. You can really certainly you can go with the review article also. Okay, you can make a review article on the same topic.
Okay.
You started any work on that?
Not yet, sir.
Journal and all. Okay. You also you go with that also. Okay, how you are going to publish this? What are the content we required? Okay, because images I have seen which are copyright image. Okay, we are supposed to remove that images when you're going by publications.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're prepared very nicely. Huh? I really appreciate Rachna Jadhav for your preparations. Best luck, best luck. Any questions from other faculty? I don't see the students are not asking any questions. I expect the question from student also. Yeah, I think there is no questions from the faculty. Okay, can you stop the presentation now? Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. We'll go with the next student now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please show your plagiarism report first.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sanika. Just scroll down. Okay. Yes, yes. Yes, Sanika, now you can present your work, not issue.
Okay, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Not. Please share your PPT. Because I could see now only the plagiarism report. Share all. You have to share your screen. You close the screen first. You could see only your report, plagiarism report.
Now, sir?
Yeah, now visible. Make it full screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, you can go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sanika Sachin Kole from Pharmaceutics Department, and my today's topic of seminar is Formulation Approaches to Pediatric Oral Drug Delivery. These are the contents which I have included in my presentation. Then abstract. We all know that development of pediatric formulation is very challengeable and it is difficult. There are different delivery systems like conventional delivery system, which include liquid dosage forms and solid dosage forms. But it has some problems like flexibility, patient compliance, palatability, etc. So to overcome this the conventional drug delivery system, researchers are moved forward towards the innovative methods like novel drug delivery system. So these NDDS will focus mainly on development of tolerability, efficacy and safety of the active pharmaceutical ingredients and their excipients. Now, introduction. Different pharmaceutical and clinical factors like safety and efficacy are have to be considered during formulation of pediatric oral drug delivery system. So this NDDS system is designed to overcome issues of physiological disability and swallowing difficulties. Uh, if as child grows, the pharmacokinetic and dynamic parameters of oral drug is altered. So re-administration of drug is required. So during formulation of pediatrics, the formulation must be fair and convenient to the patient. So for the novel development of pediatric formulations, World Health Organization initiated a global campaign called Make Medicines Child Size to create awareness and to create new medicines for the children. Literature survey. Iman and his co-workers in 2020 formulated orodispersible tablets of gabapentin saccharin co-crystals with increased physiological properties. Then Karaskov and his co-workers in 2020 determined content of metoclopramide in jelly-like soft candies for pediatric formulation. Then Sundar and his co-workers in 2017 developed omeprazole tablets of delayed release multiple unit particulate system, that is MUPS, using Prosol granules by Brewster process. Then Stange and his co-workers in 2014 formulated granules of naproxen sodium using fluid bed coating technique for the enhancement of palatability. Then Luke and his co-workers in 2014 established application of oral gel as a tool for administrating pellets and mini tablets to pediatrics. Then Thyssen and his co-workers in 2011 developed size of only 1 millimeter and 2 millimeter diameter mini tablets. Then Kaitare and his co-workers in 2009 innovated pediatric tablet containing combination of zidovudine and lamivudine in a fixed dose. Now, this is the development of conventional oral drug delivery system. Conventional means immediate release. So it contains two dosage form, like liquid dosage form and solid dosage form. First one is liquid dosage form, which contains solution, suspension, then emulsions, syrups, elixirs, tinctures, etc. The main focus is that during development of any dosage form, in their liquid dosage form, the dry solid formulation have to be converted into liquid formulation during the administration. Advantage: the dose flexibility will increase. Then liquid dosage forms are easy for administration, means swallowing problem is avoided over here. Then palatability means taste masking problem is not here, as some sweeteners and flavors are already there in liquid dosage form, and patient compliance is also good. Then disadvantage, it will require multiple dose. Cost of transportation will be high, and handling is also somewhat difficult. Then incompatibility problem is more over here, and education and training must be required for the use of delivery devices. In liquid dosage form, the best vehicle will be milk. So because drug will solubilize with proper stability. Then examples of extended release oral suspensions. Azithromycin extended release was the first oral suspension, which is ZMax, which is manufactured by Pfizer. And methylphenidate hydrochloride extended release is also oral suspension. Then dose sipping syringe, nipple chill devices, and modified pacifiers are some delivery devices used in liquid dosage form for pediatrics. This is a dose sipping syringe. Here are the markings. We have to just adjust adjust up to mark that how much drug we have to take. And with the help of syringe, we have to with the help of syringe, we will with the help of plunger, we will pull the syringe into the dosage form, and we will just take it up in up direction, and with help of the straw we will suck the dose, required amount of dose. Then this is a nipple chill device. It is mainly made up of modified silicone. Here in upper part there is an insert for active ingredients, means our drug is loaded over here. So during breastfeeding, baby will suck the drug indirectly, So required amount of drug will be provided to baby with the at the time of breastfeeding. Then second is solid dosage form. It mainly contains tablets and capsules. The main focus will be to increase the versatility of a single unit dosage form. Then advantages. The stability of solid dosage forms are for long period as compared to liquid dosage forms. Accurate dose can be provided to the patient, and they are easy for shipping and handling, and manufacturing cost will be low. Then disadvantage, ease of swallowing, means swallowing is the biggest problem because as pediatric patients are not able to take the pills because it can choke into their esophagus, so it is the biggest problem. And taste masking means bitterness of tablet is there, so it will be the palatability will be the biggest problem. Then poor flexibility, and it also require education and training for delivery use of devices. Uh, Here, this figure is for mini tablets. These are mini tablets, and this is single unit tablet. These mini tablets are formulated for pediatrics for ease of swallowing. Infants from 6 months can swallow single mini tablet, and infants of 6 to 12 months can swallow 2 milli tablets. Now, uh, pill swallowing cup, solid dosage pen, and pill splitters. These are the delivery devices which are used in solid dosage form for pediatrics. Here, this is the pill swallowing cup, and this is the lid. We have to remove the lid, and we have to fill the water up to the mark. Then here we have to again keep again replace the lid, and in this bowl we have to keep our dosage form, and we just have to drink our water or dosage form normally with the help of this spout. Then in this solid dosage pen, here is a push button, here is a dosage knob, here is a display window, and here is a housing. Uh, Here is a flange and threaded rod. In this middle part, it contains cartilage holder, which is of Terosa cartilage, and upper part contains peel foil, pen needle, and inner and outer cap. As we push this knob, on this display window, amount of drug will be shown to us, and as we push this, the drug is placed in this Terosa cartilage, and it will occur. Uh, it will come out from this pen needle. The required amount of dose will be given through this solid dosage pen. Then this is pill splitters. In this, here flexible V-shape holder is there to hold the pills very firmly. And here are the double bevel stainless steel blade, which will break the tablet into two equal halves, means mini tablets can be produced. As I have already mentioned, to overcome conventional drug delivery systems, novel approaches are there in the market. So these are some novel approaches to pediatric oral drug delivery. That is orodispersible tablets, chewable tablets, orodispersible films, multiparticulate drug delivery systems. Now I am going to focus only on these multiparticulate drug delivery systems. As name itself says that multi means many and particulates means particles. Means drug delivery system is through many particles. It contains pellets, granules, and mini tablets. According to recent FDA advice, the maximum size of the mini tablet of the particle should be 2.5 mm for the patient acceptability of multiparticulates. Then oral gels and in situ gelling vehicles are being researched as a media to help administer multiparticulate formulations. Then different vehicles like water, applesauce, juice and milk are widely accepted in this system. In multiparticulate drug delivery, pelletization techniques is used to make pellets. These are the methods: agitation. In compaction, there is compression and extrusion or speronization. Then in layering, there are two layering: powder layering and solution or suspension layering. Then in globulation, there is spray drying and spray congealing. And some new techniques like cryopelletization and melt speronization is also there. Now, Medi bottles, pulp spoon, and dose sipping straw. These are the delivery devices which are used in multi-particulate drug delivery for pediatrics. In this Medi bottle, here is a plunger, here is a barrel grips, here is a oral dispenser in which drug is loaded, and it is inserted in the middle part of the bottle which contains water or milk, and here is the nipple for sucking the uh, water or milk, and here is a collar. Uh, sorry. As we push the oral dispenser up, the or no, as baby will take the uh, start drinking, the oral dispenser will come down, and the drug in the oral dispenser will get dissolved in this bottle. So at every sip baby will get the required amount of dosage form. Then pulp spoon. Pulp spoon contains already contains drug in this spoon. It is covered with a perforated foil to provide stability. We just have to put this spoon into water, and the perforated foil will be peels off, and it forms a paste. So this the pulp spoon is mainly used for younger children. Then dose sipping straw. Here we can see, here is the straw, here is the blue, in blue color there is a cap of the straw, and in red color there are pellets which are already there in the straw. We just have to put this straw in the water. If the pellets are in bitter in taste, we are not means patient will not test the bitterness. So with the help of this straw, patient will get required amount of dose easily. Then some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages is that it is easy for administration as size of the particles are small. Then it will improve the bioavailability and stability and palatability. There is no risk of dose dumping, flexibility in design, and it will show better patient compliance. Disadvantage is that the low drug loading is the disadvantage. Then it will require multiple formulation steps, and need of advanced technology is the disadvantage of this. And as advanced it is the advanced technology and multiple steps require, cost of production is must will high, and trained or skilled persons may require during manufacturing. Then application, it is used in buccal transdermal ophthalmic drug delivery systems. Then it is used for conversion of oil and other lipids to solids for easy handling. Then it is used for test masking and odor problem, and it is safe for handling of toxic substances. These are the marketed products for pediatric formulations. Losec MUPS contains omeprazole as a main drug, manufactured by AstraZeneca, which is used as an anti-ulcer. Then Theodure, which contains theophylline as a main drug, which is manufactured by Key, and it is used for anti-asthmatic. Then Prevacid Solutab, which contains main drug as a lansoprazole, and for it is manufactured by Takeda company, and it is used as an anti-ulcer. Then Toprol XL, it is which contains main drug as a metoprolol, and it is manufactured by AstraZeneca, and antihypertensive uses antihypertensive. These products are prepared from delayed release and extended release formulation. These are list of patents for pediatric formulations. Pantoprazole multiparticulate formulation, which contains main drug pantoprazole. Then inhaled combination therapy, which contain main drug as a theophylline. Then sustained release metoprolol formulation, which contain main drug as a metoprolol. Now case study. Here is the label of Toprol X, which contain the strength of the dose is 50 mg, and main drug is main active ingredient is metoprolol succinate. It is manufactured by AstraZeneca Pharmaceuticals. The use is hypertension, angina pectoris, and in myocardial infarction. Description: toprolexel is an adrenoreceptor blocking agent for oral administration available as extended release tablet. It has been formulated to provide controlled and predictable release of metoprolol for once daily administration. These are the excipients: silicon dioxide, sodium stearyl fumarate, polyethylene glycol 6000, titanium dioxide, paraffin, and hypermellose. Conclusion: because of the combined demands of industry, healthcare professionals, caretakers, patients, developing age-appropriate pharmaceutical products is very much difficult. The plan of action for the pediatric formulations have been studied more effectively. Then it is concluded that solid dosage forms are used more over liquid dosage forms in case of conventional drug delivery. The obstacles faced in conventional system can be overcome by novel drug delivery. Then different attractive devices can be used for patient acceptability and compliance. Then stability, toxicity, flexibility, safety parameters can be improved by using such innovative techniques for pediatric oral formulations. For each individual product, the selection of an appropriate formulation solution for a targeted demographic group must be carefully considered. Here are the references which I have referred. Here I conclude my presentation. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes, Sanika. Okay, I will come to. Yeah, regarding your presentation, I would give my comments. Really, you have made the presentation up to the mark. Okay, that is, I think, one of the best part.
Thank you, sir.
Because I did not find any kind of mistake in your presentation. Thanks to you, your efforts and your guide also. Okay. Yes, that is very important, because see, this is a very good message that she's carrying and she's giving to all of us. Okay, so because she has done the presentation as per the template. And regarding your presentation skill, you are presented very well. Okay, a topic that you have selected also very good topics, and you have covered the maximum points that is required for this topic. I think you are given justification for this topic.
Yes.
Yes, only somewhere you were reading the slides. Okay, that should not be there. That is one the correction. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You can improve, because I saw somewhere you are only reading the slides. Instead of reading, you can explain that slide. No?
Okay, sir.
Might be because of the contents. Okay, more content was there. That's why. But
yes, sir.
As
per time is small. Time is short. I read something like pelletization technique. I read that slide.
Yeah, you have to manage, but that okay.
Okay, sir.
Always there's a scope for improvement. Huh?
Yes, sir. I will
improve for next presentation. But I am happy with your presentation. Okay. Yeah, there are some questions from my side. I'll open the questions. Then probably I'll ask other faculty to ask the questions. Okay, so you are covered about the formulation approaches to pediatric oral drug delivery systems, and you are covered the MUFs, that is called as multi-unit technology. Okay, multi-particle.
Yes, sir.
So, what are the challenges to develop these multi-particulate drug delivery systems?
Sir, palatability problem means
the major issue is palatability.
Yes, sir. In single unit dosage form, palatability is there. So, to overcome, we use that multi-particulate system. But there are various steps which have to various steps in that multi-particulate system. So we have to shorten that steps.
Yes.
And sir, low dose means from multi-particulate system, it contains only small dose.
Okay, so those should be small. Yeah. Okay.
So we have to improve that.
You have to improve that. How will you mask the test? How will you mask the test? Do you know the process?
Sir, some coating materials, means polymers can be coated on the core of the pellets.
Okay, core of the pellets. Okay. For that, the only way, there are other way. How to solve the issue? Only by coating? Yeah. Is there any other way to mask the bitter taste of the drug?
Some flavors can be added, sir, but not in every dosage form, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
And which dosage form is more popular in market? What is your finding? You must have read, must have done the literature survey on that. You must have found out that this is the popular doses form rather, okay, which is available in the market, which contribute maximum coverage, you can say.
Means in novel drug
Suspension
delivery,
form, in suspension form, yeah, in maybe oral dispersion
syrups maybe, sir.
syrup, yeah,
Yeah,
maximum
for
form.
pediatrics, it is syrups, sir.
Syrups. Why? Can you just elaborate?
Because, sir, it contains sweeteners and flavors already. So patient means pediatric patients can be swallow it easily.
Okay. That's why only. That is only
No,
that's why syrup we prepared.
means, sir, it will not choke into esophagus directly. It will go.
But suspension, you can go with suspension also, na then. Suspension also we can
The
make.
suspensions have somewhat problems because
What
in
problem?
that suspending agents are there. So means incompatibility can be happen in that case now. Means leachables and extractables we'll know. Means
Okay. Regarding packaging, you mean to say that
means
packaging, there's a lot of
the
interaction.
inside part is means get interacted in that. But in syrups,
You mean to say suspension is less stable than syrup?
yes, yes, sir. I want to say that.
Are you agree with the statement?
Yes.
Suspension are less stable than syrup. I'm making the statement. Are you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
See, this is the things how we can.
Means, sir, we have to use suspensions. Means shake well before use is there. Means if particles are suspended, we will
because
use
particle size is very small.
Small.
They have chances to come together and they form bigger.
Yes, sir.
That's certainly true. But in some cases, we have to go with suspension only. Okay, because
sir.
While selecting any dosage form, there has to be rational while selecting that dosage form.
Okay, sir.
Any dosage form, okay, you have to select with your drug. What is the drug characteristic?
Yes, sir.
On that, you have to select the dosage forms, because again you have to look after the cost. The cost,
yes, sir.
will not be improved. No? If you're making any syrup of any drug like paracetamol, if it is available at 20 rupees, but if you're going with this kind of technology, in the cost of your manufacturing process goes near about 100 rupees. So nobody will purchase your product.
Yes, sir. Right.
Again, you have to look after that. That is very stability, efficacy, potency, all are important. Okay. Also use cost.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yeah. One more question from my sides. Okay. What is the difference between tablet and caplet? Have you heard about this? Tablet and caplet. Have you heard about tablet? You all are know. Everybody is aware, acquainted with the tablet.
Yes, sir.
Caplet. You should know this.
Sir, means in caplet there is means, sir, it is in oval shape, right? And some like.
Yes, you are coming on the points. Pardon? These are terminology you should know.
Sir, that is means in middle part there is break. We can break it like easily.
Caplet is simple, having capsule size shape. Okay, a capsule like shape called as
capsule like.
Now you will not forget your life. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cap like structure, capsule like structure. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That is called as caplet. Okay. One more question I will ask you. What does it mean, delayed and extended? Can you just elaborate? You have many slides.
Yes, sir.
Delayed and extended drug delivery.
Sir, delayed means programmed modified release. Means in that if we want drug to release 3 hours after administration, then some on the tablet coating material is there. So drug will not disintegrate immediately. Means after reaching at particular site where we have to
disintegrate or dissolution?
Disintegrate. Sir.
Disintegrate. We are talking about disintegration or dissolution?
Dissolution, sir. Sorry. Dissolution.
Not disintegration. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
So at that particular site, when drug will reach, it will release their release. Means the drug will release at particular site.
Which kinetic it follows? Zero order or first order?
It will follow, sir. Zero order, sir. Zero orders.
What about extended release then? Extended release?
Sir, extended release means at control rate, the drug will extended for longer period of time. Means
there are also longer times delayed. Na? Then what is the major difference?
Sir, means if 10 mg we like 10 mg dose, if 50 mg of dose is considered, only 10 mg dose will be released in only 1 hour. Means
Okay, means
at
predictable. We can predict.
we
We
can
can predict the
predict
time.
at control rate.
It's a
Yes.
control release. Very good.
Control.
Control. Sustain means it is only sustain without
Yes, sir.
predicting
It's
the time.
sustain. Yes, sir.
That we understood. Okay, good, good.
Yes.
That's very important. I think this is from my side. Yeah, the session is open for Amol sir. You can now come. No problem.
Okay, Sanika, thank you so much for this nice presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Your PPT was excellent. Voice modulation was really good. Flow, content. I must appreciate this all.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. And I think all remaining students should again use these previous presentations कि इन लोगों ने कैसे तैयारी किया है और किस तरीके से present किया है. Very good. Still, I have some general questions like what is the status of availability of this pediatric product in Indian market?
Sir, there are means no so much availability. Means the deliveries is that as I shown patents means there is I didn't found any Indian patent for these pediatric formulations.
So, what
Means-
is your opinion? Why these products are probably not in India?
Because of sir cost problem must be there.
One,
Manufacturing
problem?
cost.
Yes, one.
Then some techniques are innovative techniques. Then skills.
Skills of manufacturing or skills of
Manufacturing.
user also?
Yes, both, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. So you told somewhere like in situ kind of formulations are again there.
Yes, sir. Means,
So
sir. Yes, sir. I
Huh?
will explain.
Yeah.
Means, sir, in that these are polymeric formulations. In that sole form of sole, the product is in sole form, and after before entering the entering into the body, and it will get converted into gel form at different physiological changes. Means sole means these are in liquid forms, and after in gel form it will converted into some like semi-solid, like jelly materials.
Okay, okay. You said something about dose sipping kind of gadget, right?
Device, yes, sir.
Device. Yes, you said we can, I mean, bypass bitterness also.
Yes, sir.
Can you please repeat how can we bypass bitterness with the help of dose sipping?
No, sir. In straw, yes, sir. I said in this dose sipping straws. Means in
Yeah.
dose sipping straws, sir, we put pellets in that. Means they are in small particles. But
Okay.
if we take directly that dosage form, taste will be there, no, sir. Bitter taste. But the straw is there, so we directly suck it. So some kind of bitterness can be avoided over there.
Yeah, because if you look at, do you know something about bitter receptor in a tongue, on a tongue? कहाँ पे रहते हैं वो?
Sir, at the last part of tongue, like.
Yes, so
Yes.
there is a difficulty when we put this, what you said, straw. ये straw कहाँ तक रखना है?
Okay, sir.
Patient को उसको कहाँ तक रखना is again a difficult part. So,
Okay, sir.
are these straw graduated available in the market? Are you aware about that?
No, sir.
Graduated मतलब कितनी length में वो straw कहाँ तक हमको अंदर लेना है? By which there should not be injury in the throat.
No,
और वो
sir.
bitter receptor को भी bypass करना चाहिए. ऐसा
No,
कुछ है?
sir. No, sir. Means I have
Okay,
not read about that, sir.
Okay, okay. So now you are making, review article on it. So try to
Yes, sir.
read that also.
Yes, sir.
कि वो straw graduated straws है क्या? क्योंकि ऐसे भी हो सकता है कि वो graduated straw होगा और एज के हिसाब से पेशेंट को एक इंडिकेशन होगा कि ये straw कहाँ तक अंदर डालना है, by which he can bypass that receptors.
Yes, sir. Right.
So overall, the presentation is really good. Thank you, and congratulations to you and your guide.
Thank you so much, sir.
Is open for others.
Yes, sir. So this is Ashwin, sir.
Yes, please, Ashwin, you can.
Yes, I just wanted to still with respect to MUPS, when we have just started discussing about MUPS. Preparing a MUPS formulation is really a critical part. If you see preparing a tablet, if you see preparing a capsule or any liquid dosage form and semi-solid dosage form, comparatively, all these dosage forms are towards one side and MUPS is towards one side. Because when we talk about preparing a MUPS, it is pellets or it is granules. So either we coat an API on a pellet, or it is with a pellet is a core API pellet, and on top of that we coat a polymer. So there are different approaches. So when we go for such types of preparations like MUPS, there are two different considerations that we need to consider. So I just wanted to share something, my knowledge with everyone, that when we have such types of thing, when we consider formulation aspects, the layer that is been coating above the pellet, and when we consider about the process aspect, the parameters that needs to be controlled when we spray the liquid on the pellets, these two factors simultaneously when we operate is much more difficult. And I think the best example is metoprolol succinate, where we have some MUPS preparation. And for preparing this metoprolol succinate MUPS preparation, if we consider, it requires years to make it stable. So this was just knowledge what I wanted to share when we were preparing this MUPS product. And the second thing is with respect to the drug concentration. So when we have an API to be sprayed on this, what I can say, a pellet, which is not about a core pellet or API pellet. So the uniqueness or the uniformity of the API that has been poured on the pellet, that needs to be functioned with respect to the spray rate and the automation and the inlet parameters that is there. So when we all go, or when you students, when you read something with respect to coatings, see to it that you read more about the process parameters also. Now what we see that you are talking about formulation parameters. So simultaneously when you focus yourself on process, so your process as well as formulation parameters will be more perfect, and you will be able to handle more and more equipments which can help you in your further when you pass out from the MPharms. Next thing was test masking. So just I wanted to tell that there are some electronic tongues available now.
Yes.
So when we talk about test masking, and when we say that how much percent of an bitter API you have masked, so is it suitable, is it satisfactory? So there are many electronic tongues. I can say the one example is we have this electronic tongues in Evonik, Mumbai, Andheri. So they take the samples and there they test it. So when you test these types of bitter samples which we have masked it, so the electronic tongue tells us that yes, it is up to a mark, whether we need to have more to be masked on that particular API or a pellet or a granule, anything, our dosage form it is. So that was about the test masking, and pellets also I have tested. So this was just a knowledge sharing here. I just thought that I should share here. Now we have here a topic about pediatric oral drug delivery. And yes, Sanika, you have explained every aspect well. So with respect to delivery devices also, you tried to explain good. So that's all from my side. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, great. Yes, Ashwin, right. This is a very valuable input I student that Ashwin has shared, because he has industrial experience. Okay, he witnessed with all the formulations, developments. I think certainly we will take this as a the very good update for all of us. That is a real, because whenever you are going to any formulation, we have to always talk about commercial viability. This is I think one of the best example how we can go ahead with this. Okay, commercial viability is very, very important. Our product should be stand in the market. Okay, we learn the science. Okay, science is there, not an issue. Okay, but apart from that, we look forward its commercial viability, whether our product should be viable in the market or not. That is very important. Rightly said by Amol sir also. Same thing. It should be graduate prepared. That is also required. We need to always validate the system whenever we are going with any kind of systems. Okay, this is very good, I think, updates from Amol sir and Ashwin sir.
Sir, I have one question for Sanika.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सानिका तुझ्या स्लाइड वर तू एमफार्म सेम वन जे लिहिलंय ना,
हा,
तिथे वर्ड लिहिता जमतं का एकदा बघ बरं. तिथे मला वाटतं कदाचित रोमन आकड्यामध्ये लिहितो आपण सेम वन सेम टू
सेम वन. करेक्ट.
ओके सर.
एकदा चेक कर, मला नेमकं आयडिया नाही, कन्फर्म कर, आणि म्हणजे पुढच्या
करता येतं सर. रोमन करता येतं.
येतं सर. Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
This is
Thank you,
suggestion.
sir.
See, these all are suggestion.
Yes,
Sanika, I have one question for you. Just basic question I am asking. Just can you define the infant, child, teenager, and newborn?
yes, sir.
Yeah, that is very important.
Sir, neonates are from 0 to 1 month.
Okay, great.
Then infants are for sir 2 months to 1 month to 2 years.
Okay, very good.
Then for children, it is from 2 years to 12 years.
Great.
And for adolescents, these are
Teenager. I'm talking teenager. Yeah. What is teenager?
Sir, from 18.
From
30.
started from what?
13 to 16 or 8. 18, sir.
Do you know why
16 or
teenager is
18?
called as teenager?
Uh,
Why this word come teenagers?
Teenager.
Understanding, it's a general knowledge. We are discussing over here. That's why I'm talking over here. Okay. So, you know, spelling 11, 12, 13,
13, yes, sir. Right.
14, 15, 16, till 19, we have in. In
Yes, sir. Right.
11, if you see 11, 12, there is no double en. Okay.
Yes, sir. Right.
Teenager is always comes under the 13 to
13.
how much?
13 to 19.
19.
Yes,
Now you'll not forget in your life.
Yes, sir.
This is the way how we can learn the things. Okay. So don't try to remember the things in donkey word. Okay. You have to
Yes.
get some logic. Every
Right, sir.
every aspects have some logic. You need to understood logic behind that. Rightly
Yes.
by Ashwin sir also. Ashwin sir also talked, because he talked about the all experience. That is things how we can learn from the experience, and how we can, that is very important. You always learn it with very smart way. So
Sir, right.
in your life, likely said by the caplet and tablet. No, you will not forget in your life.
Yes, sir. Right.
If I ask, what is Sanika, what is caplet? Now you can, firmly say, yeah, sir, caplet is
Capsule shaped tablet, sir.
capsule shaped tablet called as caplet.
Tablet.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you, Sanika, for your great
Thank you, sir.
presentation. It is one of
Yes.
the best presentation I could see. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah. Bye.
Sir, should I stop sharing?
You can stop sharing and go to next ones. Already we're running 10 minutes late. Not an issue. Okay. Yeah, next student, please show your plagiarism report.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And one important instruction I would like to give you, you are supposed to share the abstract at 10 a.m. morning. Okay, you are sending the abstract at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Okay, so we will not consider that. Okay, so we are giving the marks based on that. Follow the instruction. So morning 10 o'clock, you are supposed to share the abstract in our group.
So screen is visible.
Visible, but make it full screen. You can rotate the slides. Scroll karo. Yeah, okay. Now visible. Okay. Yeah, scroll down. Good. 2% is good. Very good. Yes. Scroll down. No problem. Yes, Sonali. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can go ahead with your presentation. Good. I appreciate. Only 2% plagiarism is there. Good. तुमची स्क्रीन फक्त रोटेट करा, so that we will see in full screen. Okay. तुमचा मोबाईल फक्त हे करा, ॲटो रोटेट करा. सोनाली, तुमचा मोबाईल जो आहे ना, फुल स्क्रीन मध्ये करा. हा, या. Now it's okay.
Okay, so am I clearly audible?
तुझा कॅमेरा ऑन करू शकतो तू?
Yes, sir.
Please. Show slide number 1 first.
Am I visible?
Great. You're visible and audible also. You can go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, all. My topic is on seminar on heterocyclic compound and category. Contents. Abstract. Title. Some biological activities of coumarin and its derivatives. The unique tendency of coumarin to hydroxy 1-benzopyrene 2-ONE nuclease and its natural as well as synthetic derivative to adopt different substitutions become the basis for modifying its nucleus for multidisciplinary action. The literature overview, the literature review concludes that coumarin derivative has been prepared by different structural modification and shows several activities like anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, antibacterial, and anticoagulant. The further star studies helps to improve the potential of biological activities of coumarin derivatives. Keywords: coumarin,
anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, antibacterial, anticoagulant activity. Introduction. Coumarin is a heterocyclic ring system present in natural compound that display diverse pharmacological activities, which helps synthetic and medicinal chemists to explore different substituted derivatives of coumarin as drug. Various compounds by substitution on coumarin ring system have been prepared in past decades by using innovative synthetic methods. Thus, the motto of this overview is to target on coumarin analog structure having biological activity. Highlight the various methodology that have been used for preparation of this pharmacologically significant coumarin analog structure. This is the structure of coumarin and chromone. Literature survey. Chemistry. IUPAC 2H1 benzopyrene to ONE. Melting point is 71 degrees Celsius. The term coumarin arises from French word for the tonka beans. Komaru, nut of Dieterix odorata from family Leguminaceae. The basis from the coumarin was initially obtained as a goods in 1820. It has a sweet aroma, easier to known that the aroma of new moon high for the reason that utilization of coumarin has been done in fragrance for 1882. The particularity of the method is C2 hydroxylation, making a beta oxidation of the side chain, or following lactonization, creating the umbelliferon. Biological activities. Anti-inflammatory activity. Hannan M. Ashley-Bill reported anti-inflammatory activity of coumarin and coumarin sulfonamide derivative. Newly synthesized compounds anti-inflammatory was evaluated by formaldehyde induced rat oedema method and shown significant inhibition. The coumarin derivative was the most significant, and halogen substituted coumarin sulfonamide derivative was shown excellent activity against COX-2 isoenzyme. Antibacterial activity. Coumarin itself has a very small antibacterial activity, but complex, having lengthy chain hydrocarbon replacement, for example, amino-resinol, as well as orthocene, expresses activity in contrast to wide spectrum of gram-positive bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, Micrococcus luteus. Coumaromycin 2 inhibit the supercoiling of DNA catalyzed by Escherichia coli DNA gyrase. Anticoagulant activity. Jack Hirsch reported 2013 coumarin as oral anticoagulant. Also reported clinical use, mechanism of action of warfarin, and some substituted coumarin derivatives. This is the structure of warfarin. Molecular formula is C19H15NaO4. Anti-cancer activity. R.K. Singh and it al. 2011 reported coumarin derivative can prevent ovarian cancer cell proliferation. These derivatives show anti-cancer action by lowering the mitochondria transmembrane depolarization potential. Structure-activity relationship. Coumarin is an aromatic compound that consumes a bicyclic assembly with lactone carbonyl group. The existence of electronegative atom is active for hydrogen bond establishment and for solubility to some level, and aromatic ring is charged for having hydrophobicity. Based on the various substitutions, the pharmacological as well as biological assets and therapeutic uses of simple coumarins depend on the pattern of exchange in basic coumarin moiety. Substitution with chlorine bromine at C6 position increases the activity. Nitrogen substituted heterocycle at C7 shows increases activity. Therefore, there is necessity to conduct a caution study of the SAR of coumarin. This is the patent of coumarin. In publishing in 1996, the title is Progress for the Preparation of Alpha Benzimidazolene Beta Benzoxazolene Ethylene Derivatives. Or second one is published date is 1971. Title is dyeing process for polyamides with dyes containing sulfonic acid group. The third one is 1972. In 1972, processes for the production of 3 substituted 7 amino coumarins. And fourth one is 1976, method relating to manufacture of coumarin derivatives. Case study. Coumarin was primarily derived in 1820 by a Vogel of Munich from tonka beans, who mainly mistaken for benzoic acid. For the development of novel and clinically used anti-inflammatory molecule, the selection of appropriate functional group as C5 position is necessary. Because of the fifth position, coumarin ring structure seems to be comparatively unknown. Conclusion. The coumarins having excessive attention because of their various pharmacological asset, their physiological, bacteriostatic, and antitumor actions kinds these compounds appealing for more backbone derivatization as well as broadcast for innovative pharmacological agents. Both coumarin and its derivatives have exposed ability as active suppressor of cellular growth in several cancerous cells. Various artificial coumarin heterocyclic end products show suitable and various biological activities with anti-cancer, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory agent, and anticoagulants, so as to afford a suitable summary of pharmacological actions of the coumarin are discussed. This is the reference which I referred. Thank you. That's all.
Yes, Sonali.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there are some corrections and suggestions from my side. Okay, the positive points I conclude first. Your
Yes.
confidence level is good, very good. You talked very nicely. All these things. Only is that the content that you have taken that is I think not sufficient to cover the topic properly. Okay, that is the things. So in the case study that you talked about, that is not a case study actually. Okay, you have to take some synthesis process, that how they have developed that particular coumarin derivative and how they brought into market. So means entire things that how they face the problem. That thing you have to cover in the case study. Only you talked about the the history.
Okay, sir.
Study, do you know? Case study means how they brought the molecule into market and what was the difficulty they faced. Okay, so that thing you have to discuss in that case study.
Okay, sir.
I think you are not covered that part. Okay, that is references. Can you show me the references? The topic is good, not an issue. Topic of selection is very nice. Okay, only the contents. Okay, it is not up to the mark. Now see the reference number 1. It is not as per the format. We have given certain format to
Yes, sir.
The page number should be at the end. We have given the format. Okay, the first author name, then we have given the title of the article, then journal name, then volume, then publication year, then lastly page number. So if you see your pattern, it is not as per our templates. You have to make that correction while sending the final PPT to your guide. Okay, because we are uploading on the Canvas again. You take it as a notes. Okay, yes.
Okay, sir.
And you update these things on your slides.
Okay, sir. I will improve.
Yeah, not an issue. Okay, but you are tried very well. I really appreciate for your all this presentation. Okay, but
Okay.
you can improve. Huh?
Yes, sir. I will definitely improve.
Yes. There are some questions from my side. Then I will come to the other teachers. Okay. So I'm not from chemistry background, but I have certain questions regarding that. So what is mean by drug likeliness? Do you know?
Sorry, sir.
What is drug likeliness?
Drug.
Doing any kind of drug discovery, we always look after the drug likeliness properties. What does it mean? Drug likeliness. You might have heard, might have studied during your drug discovery process, development process. Even for these coumarin derivatives also. Okay, we are supposed to think on that properties. Then and only we can bring into the formulation and you can go further. Drug को drug like characteristic चाहिए क्या नहीं? बराबर है ना? So what is the drug like characteristic? क्या होना चाहिए? When you call particular drug is called as drug. Particular molecule we call as drug. As a chemistry students, you must be knowing this. You should know. Have you come across with this terminology?
No, sir.
No.
No.
So when you synthesize any new molecule, we always look after its drug-like property as per Lipinski rule. Drug molecular weight should be always less than 500 Daltons. When you are making any molecule, when you are synthesizing any molecule, क्या होना चाहिए? Drug का molecular weight always should be it in the range of 500, below
100 Daltons. Okay.
Then second, the log P, that is called as partition coefficient, is always should be less than how much? 5, less than 5. Then next property, hydrogen donating capacity. It should be always less than 5. Acceptor should be less than 10. So these are the things as per the Lipinski rule. Then and only we can call as a drug. It will you can say undergoes the ADME process then. So that part you could have taken, you must have taken in your presentations. Okay, how that coumarin derivatives have been prepared by a different category, like anti-tubercular, we can say coagulants, yeah, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. So you can talk on that in detail, na? That you are not covering this. So what is the major class of this coumarin derivative in the market? Major class कौन सा है? बताएं? In which category is available?
Warfarin.
Warfarin, very good. Means which is what?
Anticoagulant.
Anticoagulants. Okay, very good. Apart from that, is there any other drugs available?
Yes, sir.
Can you just
Another drug is
heparin? Have you heard about heparin?
yes, sir.
What is that?
Heparin is the
Which derivative class? कौन सा class है?
coumarin.
Coumarin derivative. Why this particular derivative has been banned in USA? Do you know? You must be updated.
No, sir.
So you have to go through that also. Okay, please.
Okay,
You
sir.
always think about 360 angles when you are talking any topic. Na, you always look after 360 angle. उसके बारे में पूरा आपको जानकारी होना चाहिए. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is the update from my side. Okay. I'll move to the next teachers. They will ask. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Please. Session is open for question answer now. Questions to you now. Yes, Sonali.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no doubt. Only thing, when you are going for making any review article, na, you have to cover some points into that. Okay, you cover thoroughly with that particular class, how that particular class have been developed from the from coumarin derivative, farin. Okay, everything you have to cover. Their SAR study, how they are synthesized, which mechanism they have used, which method they have that molecule. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So what is the target proteins? Because whenever you're developing any new drug, you have to always think about target proteins. Na? आपका target कहाँ पे है?
Yes, sir.
Before synthesizing your molecule or new ligands, you have to always think about the target proteins. Which target you are going to target? Getting na?
Yes, sir. Yes.
जैसे आपका, if you want to develop the warfarin कहाँ पे act? You know, how does it act?
Sorry, sir.
What is the mechanism of action of warfarin?
It is a similar of vitamin K. It is
Yes.
antagonist of vitamin K.
Okay. Which particular factor is going to be diminished? It is going to be act on some factor. We have different factor in our blood clotting process.
COX-2 inhibitor.
COX-2 is for anti-inflammatory. That is,
Anti-inflammatory. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
yeah. I'm talking about your antiplatelets, anticoagulants drug.
Vitamin K epoxide reductase.
Some
It inhibits.
in prothrombin something is there. Na? It will act on that factor 2, prothrombin. It will stop that process so that blood will get. It's anticoagulant, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you should learn the mechanism also properly so that we can target na. आपको drug बनाना है तो you have to always think about the coordination, their orientation and conformation of that drug, that ligand on that particular proteins. Then only we can develop new drugs. Getting or not?
Yes, sir.
You have to learn the chemistry, very important, because we need to understand the entire chemistry, then manufacturing, then control. CMC is important. So the first part is C is chemistry. Then we'll go with the manufacturing process, that is formulation development. Then we go to the regulatory control, CMC. So we need
Yes.
to focus, being a chemistry student, you have to focus on chemistry first.
Okay, sir.
Yes. I think this is from my sides. If anybody have any questions, they can ask. Otherwise, we will close this meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good presentation, but the way presentations is good, not an issue. I appreciate for that.
Yes, sir. I will improve.
Yeah, not an issue. So Nali, you are done. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I'm concluding this meeting. I think there's no questions from other faculties also. Yes, thank you, students. See you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Yes, you can leave the meeting.